Ooh, another
valves.
herb. I need that for sure.
Yeah, there's a couple red ones floating around. I don't know that
Oh, the
last
board windows.
round. Oh my god! Oh my god, I shit myself, bro!
Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome to.
Welcome to Hot Trash Gaming.
Hot trash gaming.
Yeah, the
Record a
Mob and
second.
OG review.
The Mob and OG review. It's just a review, I guess. I mean, it
Yeah.
is what it is. Number 7. Now you say number 7.
Number 7.
Reimagining, not remake. I really like this concept. I like that they took Resident Evil 2, which was a prime time period in the Resident Evil series,
Oh, it was the best. In
and
my
they
opinion. I mean, it was,
they
I don't even
remade
remember
that.
the first
I agree. I agree. I don't really remember the first one either. The second one was by far the best one to me. It had the best time period to me. The chaos was just happening on a citywide scale, and it was awesome. So I really like that they went in, they changed the game, they kept a lot of the same aspects of it. We'll get more into that, but like I really like that it's a reimagined. What do you think? Thoughts?
See, when I first heard about it, I thought it was just a remake, just Resident Evil 2 upgraded, new graphics. That's all I thought. And then I heard it was a remake, but I had to play the demo. It was great, honestly. They kept the same basis of a storyline, but changed the game. It's not something you see get done and made successfully these days. It just doesn't happen. It was a good wake up.
Number 6. Nostalgia.
Number 6. This is a very important one for me. Resident Evil 2, like I said, I played a lot of. And the fact that it was a brand new game, but it still felt familiar, was great. I loved the fact that they kept with the original like that. It's a slow, casual, still on the edge of your seat kind of game.
It very much so has the nostalgia feel of exactly what it was. And because of that, I felt very at home with what I was doing. Like I felt like I was playing it again. The nostalgia feel was what kept me as an audience for the remake. Like just to be back in the police station and to see some of the hallways and stuff again was just really exciting.
That original loading in screen with the Raccoon City police, that brought back so many memories. It was awesome.
It was.
It was
That's
great.
it. Such a cool thing to see, and I really like the nostalgia of it. And I like that they didn't go like over dramatic with the nostalgia though. You know that they
Oh yeah.
upgraded some of the things they needed to upgrade, but kept some of the things they didn't, like the typewriter.
Yeah, the typewriter was great.
You
The
know,
loot box, all that was great, and it was
see now right into here, I think we're
even
gonna
the
step into point number 5 though, and that's gonna be the inventory system. And I
alright.
want to talk about the inventory system because I think that it's a little outdated.
I don't mind it too much. I mean, Resident Evil 2 was iconic. How are you gonna make a new Resident Evil and change the inventory system? It's it's a puzzle-based game. It's not supposed to be fast-paced point and shoot. It's not. You don't need to be very aware at every point in the game. It's very puzzle-based. It
So you're saying that that kind of falls into the same concept of what the
Yeah, I
game
mean,
originally was.
look at the newer Resident Evils. How everything was monsters attacking you constantly. You had to run away and dip and
It
dodge
became
and
very action
constantly
based,
shooting at
and
every. Yeah, it's
I agree. I say that takes us into number 4.
number 4 is graphics. Graphics were great in this game. I was hats off to Capcom.
They did a really good job with a lot of those little small details, light shining on the blood on the floors,
The
and
shadows, the way
yeah,
the
I
flashlight
really
moves,
liked
everything
how they
was
did that. the rooms were very dark yet well lit in certain areas, and it made me feel like if I had all the lights off, I could see perfectly and I was in the room. You know what I'm saying? It felt very drastic
Absolutely.
and realistic to me. They've always kind of allowed a lot of mood lighting and window
Oh yeah,
lighting.
the thunderstorms and the pounding on the windows and all that. The graphics are a must. It all pulls you in.
I thought they did a really good job. I think that the cutscenes weren't too drastic of a difference with the actual gameplay, which I was really excited to see.
Yeah, they almost flowed together. You couldn't really tell the difference. It was good.
All right, next up we have weapons damage for 3. And what do you think about the weapons damage in this? So you played it.
Ah, this is the part that worries me,
I
honestly.
don't.
I
Me
got to I
too.
got to use a pistol and a shotgun. The shotgun seemed all right.
The
I didn't
shotgun seemed
ever
variably strong.
Yeah, I didn't ever
Like
have to put more than one shot into someone if I hit them good. But that pistol, I don't know. There's almost every zombie I came across I wanted to kill just because at first I noticed you had to put 4 or 5 shots into a zombie to in his head too. And headshot damage, I guess, isn't any different from body damage, maybe. I don't know. But even after that, they get back up 4 minutes later, and I'm sitting here wasting all my ammo, and it's
I did.
troublesome.
I did feel like
I
I
don't know
had
about
to
the
put a
difficulty setting.
lot of ammo into those
I don't know if it's part
zombies.
of the difficulty setting, maybe. I didn't see any difficulty settings. I didn't look too before I started. I just wanted to jump right into it. But
No, I
as
can
far
guarantee.
as
I can guarantee you there's going to be difficulty settings.
yeah,
That's
like
a.
I said, I just didn't look to see what setting I was on when I started the game or whatever, and maybe that'll factor into bullet damage. But as far as I saw, that the pistol was troublesome. You don't know how long into the game you're gonna have it. If the zombies are gonna get stronger or more abundant, it's worrisome that you have to put a full 12 bullets into a zombie to kill them.
There have to be attachments. There have to be things that change this up. And some of the reviews I'd seen, it said that this was just kind of a small caliber problem. Um, that it wasn't really a full weapon scale, but it was kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie. To just be unrealistically unloading, and that more than anything was one of the only things that I felt threw off the
Yeah, otherwise
real
it's
the
been like
realisticness of it. You know what I'm saying? Number 2, I heard down the grapevine that this is 20-hour game without completing really the side quests. That it's a good 20 hours for the just full campaign, and
which to some people could seem short, but
I'm
it
excited
also
about it.
depends on your problem solving. If you're completely new to the Resident Evil series, it could be a 35-hour game.
Yeah, I agree. I agree that it you will get out of this game what you want to put into it. But a 20-hour starting time is pretty good, man. I'm not gonna lie. That's a
Yeah,
really
for
good
a
campaign.
for a
A
single
20
player
hours.
campaign, you can't complain about that.
I mean, you got to figure that's at least a good couple of days at a couple hours a day, and
Right. Yeah, you could easily spend a week playing this game. Easily.
I mean, do I think this is a long-term runner? I mean, no, but that's going to put me into my next kind of state here, which is the number one um, aspect that we're going to talk about this game, the number one thing, and that's that this is a solid game. They made an old school game.
Yeah, they're not worrying about someone continuing to play it over the course of 6 months. They're not putting into multiplayer. They're not adding crazy amounts of DLCs and whatnot. The game is what it is, and
I think that's going to add to the value of it.
it might take a month or 2 or 3 or 4 or what have you to want to play it again, but it's not something you're going to be able to ever really just rush right through and get tired of. Somewhat new, at least the second, third time you play it, you can't remember everything.
And I agree, and that's one of the things that made Resident Evil 2 is such a solid game for me. Really like that Capcom did the demo.
Everyone else is talking about betas and this and that and pay to play, and it's getting ridiculous.
I agree. And Capcom's
This
been around long enough to where they can. They get they can come in and they can set the staple for what video gaming is supposed to be again. Like they have
Oh, yeah.
so many times over the years. This comes to my last point, which is would you buy the game? Absolutely. I'm going to buy it.
Oh yeah,
I might be
no question
biased.
about it. I've always been a fan of Resident Evil, so
And
yeah, a
and
little
that's
biased,
why
but
I might be biased, but I absolutely would buy the game. I think it's going to be a great game. I think that if anyone's leery about the game, once it comes out, we will absolutely be posting a full review. I want to get into the settings of it. I want to figure out exactly what are the components to it, how long would the campaign truly be. And once that happens, I think that me and you are going to drop another review here, OG.
oh yeah, a duo review.
A duo
We
review.
we will be almost playing co-op on this game as soon as it comes out.
The duo reviewo co-op.
All right, guys, thanks for listening. We'll try to get you next time. If you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. We will come out with a better review for you, I promise. We didn't get much into this one. We had a half hour, and it doesn't account for very much detail, so we couldn't really do a great review, but we'll get a better one for you next time, promise.